Hello, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be getting ready for Hawaii. So today I'm in Hawaii. I'm with my partner in Waikiki Beach and I could cry. It is so beautiful. So we're about to head out the door, get breakfast. Then we're going to do a little bit of shopping and then go to the beach. So this makeup look is going to last throughout all of that, including the sandy, breezy, sweaty, humid beach, which I'm so excited for. If you think my hair is big right now, you can't even imagine what it's going to look like after. And it's going to be so fabulous. So let's get started. I've already got my sunscreen on and I'm going to be applying my absolute favorite, the Revlon Color Stay Full Coverage Concealer. So this one's in the shade Fair, 5 Fair. I usually prefer shade 22 Sand. I think that one might be discontinued. Sometimes I'm able to find it on Amazon though, and that is a favorite. It just looks so nice. So I'm applying this, and to make the shade look better on me, I've used the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the Mint Corrector. This stuff is fantastic. I'm working through it so quickly. So the shade's a little bit orangish, but by adding the green, it's going to cool the shade down significantly. So it'll match me much better. And this brush tip applicator is fantastic for that because I can just quickly brush it on, and when I go in with my beauty blender, it'll blend so quickly. So yeah, I'm excited. We just got in last night, well, yesterday evening. I'm so excited. I mean, obviously going to Hawaii is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm so happy, like, especially if you, like, live in the continental US. Like, I feel like you're lucky if you can leave your state, so Mike and I are major travel people. We love, love, love to travel, and thankfully with Mike traveling so much for his work, we can really take advantage of all of these kinds of opportunities. And I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited. We're celebrating our 6th year anniversary coming up here in a minute. Okay, so there is the base. I did use concealer just because it's a lot thinner than a foundation, so I can swipe it on and it's not going to look too cakey. It's going to have most likely medium to full coverage because as a concealer it's meant to cover blemishes. So just giving you full coverage but very thinly, and that's the key for a more natural looking skin finish. Now I'm going to powder using the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate finishing powder in the shade Fair, no, in the shade Light. So mostly focusing on my T-zone where most of the sebaceous glands in your face are located. So on your forehead, down the nose, above the mustache, and your chin. But then I sweep whatever's left on the brush around the edges of my face for a little bit more staying power. Now that that's on, I'm going to use the Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel. I have really been enjoying this. This is a very stronghold clear gel. And the applicator is quite nice as well. So it's okay, you might not be able to see it. So it's unique. It's different from most rounded spoolies, but it does look a lot like the new L'Oreal. I have that mascara. It looks a lot like the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift mascara, the one that everyone's up in arms about. Because it has one side of the paddle is flat. No bristles or anything. So, okay. So let's see. I'm going to... I brushed my brows all the way up, and then I'm going to push them to the side for a little bit less bushy, but still very well groomed. A full luscious brow, but no spiky ends. I'm liking it. Now I'll be priming my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I'm making so much progress. Look at that. Look at that. So I'm using this Real Techniques Precision Point Shadow Brush to help me, because I got this beautiful manicure for the trip, and shout out to Megan from Zen Nails in Carmel. She's amazing. I mean, honestly, Mike and I, we just got our pedicures done, and like everyone is so sweet. Everyone is so nice. Like their work, can you believe? Can you believe that's beautiful? So yes, Megan got me with my little chrome nails. I'm so happy. But yeah, so with these long nails, I have to use a brush to apply eye primer so I don't poke myself in the eye. It was so funny because talking to Megan, she's like, okay, like remember with long nails, she was like, your boyfriend's gonna have to do everything now. I was like, yes, yes. And I was like, yeah, he's gonna carry the luggage, blah, blah, blah. I can probably carry my own luggage. I need him to take out my contacts for me. Like, okay, I was actually able to figure it out, but that first day I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But they look so fabulous. I'm obsessed. I just keep looking at them in the sun. There's nothing like a good set of vacation nails. And I wanted to do something more white, and it's still like, it's a pale pink, but it's still basically white. Megan, thank goodness for her, because she told me to stay away from pure white, because with the sun and the sand and the water, everything, they'll make white nails, like white, yeah, they'll make white nails look a little bit more yellow. So the more you know. Now that my eye primer is on, let's look at my eyeshadow situation. So I have these 3 Makeup Forever Travel palettes. So this is my basic one. So I've got my mattes, my soft pink. Here I've got more shimmers, and here I've got my evening shimmers. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with this palette. So I'm going to give my eyes some structure with these, and then use these 2 shades right here. So, y'all, okay, I have lately been on a pretty major Justin Bieber kick. And it's kind of a, like, it's kind of like, to me, it is a long story. Like, so I used to live in PCB way back when I was in middle school. So Panama City Beach, Florida. And if you are not aware, Panama City Beach is a pretty major college student spring break locale. So it's a really big party city, basically. And when it's not full of college students, there's a lot of snowbirds, or I forget what they're called, but like people retirees who will, like, frequently from Canada or from colder parts of the US, they will come and live in Panama City Beach or like other warm cities similar and visit. Like, they'll stay for like whenever, like during the winter, they would go to PCB. And so it's pretty much always, there's always something going on. So if it's not college students who are getting blitzed, hanging out on the beach, it's like elderly retirees getting their sun, even though it's freezing for the locals. Like, for me, I'm not the kind of person who gets into I'm not going to go to the beach if it's 60 degrees out. Like, no, like, I don't like getting in the water, like, because the Gulf is nice, but yeah, it's just not for me. But, okay, this story is taking a long freaking time. But anyway, so since it's so, like, it's very, like, club lovey, like, I would have to do, like, a whole thing on it. But anyway, growing up there was so fun during middle school because I was there when, what you say, like, literally, like, the Nicki Minaj hits, Drake, like, when Justin Bieber came out with One Less Lonely Girl, I was at the roller rink. And, like, I don't know, like, I've definitely talked some mad shit about Justin Bieber in the past, and I take a lot of it back. I mean, like, culturally, like, there's some stuff that, like, obviously, yeah, I just, like, I don't want to dredge it all up right now, but in short, Justin Bieber has played a significant role in my music life growing up. But, after Baby, and, like, there's that, like, if we were starving, I can't, I'd have to find it. Like, if we were broke, I remember, like, basically, like, the general gist of his music is, like, no matter what, we will always be together. Like, I will always fight for you. Like, just, like, all that romantic shit. But I parted ways. Like, emotionally, I parted ways with his music, and I'm much more sad. Like, I'm much more, like, alt indie. But recently, at the photo shoot, at the Valentine's Day boudoir photo shoot, which I've hopefully mentioned in some of my previous videos, the makeup artist Leah, she's so sweet, and Jenny Reber, who runs the Palm Pad in Indy, she was asking us, like, oh, like, are you a Swiftie or are you a Miley Cyrus fan? And Leah was like, I'm a big Justin Bieber fan. She's a believer. And I, like, do y'all remember when Justin Bieber came out with Yummy? It was, like, towards, like, the beginning of the pandemic, and he was like, hey, can y'all, like, stream my song? I was like, okay, I'm like, I was, like, listening to it because people were clowning on it. It was, like, I liked it. It's, like, repetitive. It's, like, it's a club tune, you know? Yeah. But, I had previously downloaded the Justice album, which is the album that song is on. I forget exactly why. It's because I listened to a lot of The Weeknd. Again, sad. I like sad. And this is the Bite Lip Lab custom lip balm that I made. Anyway. So I've been listening to the Justice album. And I'm super into astrology. Justin Bieber is a Pisces. The way it just makes so much sense. If I remember, I'm going to link this astrology video about Pisces that I love, like Meredith from Soul Navigation Astrology. I know a bunch of you who just clicked out of the video. You're like, oh my gosh, but the Pisces video, and so like if you watch that and you listen to that album, specifically the songs at the beginning and the songs at the end, like it's gonna make so much sense. And if you love or hate a Pisces in your life, now you understand why they're like that. Okay, so my eyeshadow's on. Let's do some mascara. Okay. I generally do not like waterproof mascaras because I feel that the removal of them is not worth it. I feel like I lose all my eyelashes. It's just not my favorite. But I, in general, am not doing anything that revolves water getting splashed in my face, aside from washing my face. And in that case, I definitely don't need waterproof mascara. But since we're going to the beach, I got my favorite mascara in the waterproof formula. This is the Bambi Eye mascara. So my absolute favorite is the Bambi Eye Oversized Eye Mascara. But the Bambi Eye is what led me to the Bambi Eye Oversized. This mascara just makes your eyes look so big and doe-eyed like Bambi. So yes, like, do you see the difference? Plain, nothing going on. Mascara. Bambi Eye to the rescue. So yeah, in short, I've just been really in my feels. And thank you so much, Leah, for bringing up Justin Bieber and reminding me that I needed to check that album out. Yeah, no, like when he was sick and everything, because I mean he had that I think it was like a neurological disease that like impacted his nerves in his face and things like that, and like those are things that are really upsetting. And in his song he talks about like, oh, like I felt like no one cared, and I was like, that sucks. I mean, he brings up that like people still bring up things that he did when he was a kid, and well, I also was part of those people who were like, Justin Bieber, like, these things that you said and done are racist, like profiting off of blackness, all of those things. I agree with all of those things. And I don't know. It's like, there's like more to it. Like, I don't think that we should continue, like, if he's changing his ways, I think we should recognize it. If he's continuing to do it, then I think the receipts are valid. But again, I'm also not Justin Bieber's judge and jury, so I love it. Okay, so I'm going to add a little color to my face. I can't decide. Oh wait, actually, I usually don't apply highlight every time I do my makeup, but we're going to be in the sun. I'm going to add a little highlight. This is the ColourPop Disney Designer Collection, the pressed powder highlight in Horse and Carriage. This is a gorgeous highlight. It is quite silvery, but like it's a warm silver. It's quite a unique color. I got this, so I was on a whole quest a few years back where, so Hannah Louise Poston, she loved the NARS Rivage highlighter in the NARS Bord de Plage palette, and I was also obsessed. Like, seeing it on her, I wanted it. And so I went on a quest, and I had also wanted, like, I was like looking at the comparisons on Temptalia, and they kept showing the Horse and Carriage highlight from ColourPop, that they're like, oh, this is the same. And so I was like, okay, perfect. And I got this, and I was so incredibly obsessed. I still ended up getting Rivage, but this fulfills me. This is pretty much like, if I could only have one highlight that like matched me perfectly, I think it would be this one. I mean, it sucks because this is discontinued. And I even got this secondhand. I got this secondhand from Mercury. No, actually I didn't. I was able to like surprisingly, I was able to find it on Colourpop, but you can find it on Mercury. Okay. So I went heavy on the cheekbones and then just a smidge on everywhere on the other high points, so like the chin. I do the bridge of the nose, not the tip, because the tip of my nose doesn't need that. At least I don't like the look of that. Now for blush. I'm going to use the Stila convertible color. I'm going to use the shade Patina. I'm going to use the shade Patina. It's a little orange, which I think is quite lovely, especially for this beach week that we'll be on. When I first I showed this in a haul video I did a while back, I think back in November. I was like, oh my gosh, I can see why the no makeup girlies love it. If you apply a little bit more, you definitely get more impact, and it doesn't come across as well on camera, but in person you can definitely vary its appearance, and it can definitely look soft. It looks soft in person now, but you can definitely make it look out there if you want. Yeah, this is so far the look. I have decided to keep it pretty, I used a bunch of products, but the look itself is pretty simple. I didn't go too much in too many directions, just because since there's going to be the sun, there's going to be the sand, there's going to be the water, there is not a need for myself to have that full beat, and I am going to get in the water. I'm not going to be that like, oh, I don't want to get in the deep. No, I'm getting in the water and my hair is going to get wet. I'm going to have to wash my hair tonight, and it's going to be so much fun. So yeah, that's the look so far. Let me apply. Do I want to do something different? No, I think I'm going to stay with this. Just a light lip. So this is my Bite. This is my Bite Lip Lab custom lip balm. It's so pretty. I'll link my LA vlog down below. If you ever get a chance to go to a Bite Lip Lab, I highly recommend. This is such a fun experience, and I've been using it like there's no tomorrow. So you probably can't tell. Well, okay. So it's all the way down. I am wearing it out. Y'all, so this is how much left. No. Yeah. Y'all, I'm wearing it out. I want to go back so bad. So there's quite a few locations for this, but we'll see. It's definitely an experience. So yeah. Okay. That is everything. Thank you for listening to me talk about Hawaii, Justin Bieber, music, astrology. Like, I feel like we've covered so many bases here. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please let me know if there's anything that you want to know more about. And I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye!